के वीडियो में हमने आपको बताया था कि कैसे टीवीएस ने मलेशियन ल्यूब्रिकेंट जायंट पेट्रोनस के साथ पार्टनरशिप की है और बनाई है इंडिया की पहली फैक्ट्री रेसिंग टीम जिसका नाम है द पेट्रोनस टीवीएस रेसिंग। और ये टीम इंडिया के अंदर वन मेक चैंपियनशिप में पार्टिसिपेट करती है ताकि वो अपनी बाइक की लिमिट्स को पुश कर सके और आपको और हमें लाकर दे सके और भी ज्यादा वैल्यू फॉर मनी और फास्ट और स्पीडस्टर वाली बाइक्स। तो अगर आपने कल वाला वीडियो नहीं देखा है तो लिंक यहाँ पर आ रहा होगा, पहले जाके उसे देखिए। लेकिन कल का वीडियो खत्म होते होते हमें भी ये पता चला कि जो अपाचे वन मेक चैंपियनशिप में यूज होती है That's not the strongest one. एक अपाचे है जो उससे भी ज्यादा फास्ट, उससे भी ज्यादा मॉडर्न, उससे भी ज्यादा कस्टमाइज, उससे भी ज्यादा पावर पैक्ड है। और इसीलिए आज के वीडियो में हम आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं इंडियाज फास्टेस्ट अपाचे द RR 310 प्रो स्टॉक वेरिएंट, जिसको लेकर टीवीएस रेस करता है इन दी INMRC और वहां भी स्पेसिफिकली ये बाइक रूल करती है इन द 301 to 400 cc प्रो स्टॉक कैटेगरी। तो बिना कोई भी टाइम वेस्ट किए चलिए जल्दी से शुरू करते हैं कि क्या है इस बाइक के अंदर नया, क्या मिल जाता है आपको ऐसा कि ये बाइक टच कर जाती है 200 के भी पार। अब यार देखिए, ये बीस्ट तो है आपके एकदम सामने, लेकिन मुझे लगा कि मैं आपको इस बीस्ट के बारे में बताऊं। इससे अच्छा आइडिया ये हो सकता है कि जिसने इसे डिज़ाइन किया है, जिसने इसे बनाया है, हम खुद उसे ले आते हैं और वो आपको बताएंगे कि इस बाइक के अंदर आपको क्या क्या चीज़ें देखने को मिल जाती है, क्या इसमें चेंजेस है एंड कैसे है ये इतनी फास्ट। So please welcome Karthik, who is the engineer who has designed this particular bike. Karthik,
hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Great. So how was the day?
I really enjoyed the day, especially the racing part. I really love it, man. And this, what you have built for racing.
Yes.
So first of all, like I'd like to know, I heard about like there's also a different bike, the Asia spec variant.
Yes.
So we'll just tell about the bike and let's go on comparing with the Asia spec variant because that's also a brainchild, right? So no one could explain it better. So just let's start with the regulations. Like while building this particular bike, what are the regulations you face in India?
In Asia, it's a one-make challenge. We are open to do anything.
Okay.
So we go to the extreme level of modifications when it comes to Asia Road Racing Championship. Whereas here we have set of rules. For example, when it comes to bodywork, we are not allowed to use carbon fiber bodywork.
Okay.
And when it comes to intake system, we are not allowed to use ram air intake. And wheels, we are not allowed to use forged wheels. It should be from Indian manufactured wheel. It should be from an Indian motorcycle. So we look for a lighter wheel in the market and we used to adapt. But for that, it's very similar motorcycle in terms of geometry, in terms of electronics.
This is true for all you guys like who is watching us right now. If you see this bike, it looks like an Apache from far away. But as you walk near to it, you will see this little intricacies here and there, which will tell you like, yeah, there's a monster hidden inside. So coming to the design part, the bodywork, I believe you have used fiberglass in here?
Yeah, we are using fiberglass for Indian National Road Racing Championship.
Okay. And for the Asia spec?
It's a carbon fiber bodywork, and one more interesting point we have in Asian road racing motorcycle is like we don't have a subframe.
You don't have a subframe?
So basically we have a carbon fiber seat. We have reinforced carbon fiber seat where we have got similar strength as aluminum subframe, and it helps us in reducing the overall weight of the motorcycle.
So your whole tail frame is made up of carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber, yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Apart from that, this particular design, the TVS design, it is called the lowest CDA design. So what's special about that particular design?
So this fairing was completely designed with CFD modeling and wind tunnel testing. We were able to achieve very low CDA compared to the benchmark. So, and it's like we went for series of steps to get very good final design.
Let's talk about the heart of the bike, like absolutely about the engine. Yes. According to the Indian regulations, you're not able to modify much into the engine part. Yes. But like when you are free, as you talked about in the Asia spec model, so what does that packs in it for us?
So we have a lighter weight piston compared to what we are running right now because we are running a stock piston right now as per the regulations.
That one is forged?
That is a forged lightweight piston. When it comes to valve train, we are using a titanium valve train for ARC. So it's much lighter, we can reduce the spring loads and acceleration is better.
And about the cams?
For Indian tracks, it's a different cam because it's a very small track and the power band is different. But whereas when it comes to ARRC, the power band is different and we are using a different cam spec for ARRC, but very close to what we are running right now, but it is tuned for very long sweeping corners and very high speed corners. For those circuits, we have tuned the cam. When it comes to the exhaust system and the intake, it is similar.
Oh, the bike sounds really beautiful because of this whole intake and exhaust system. It's a free flow exhaust, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Also, you have test driven the bike on these circuits as well as outside India.
Yeah.
So, like, what differences do you see, like, for which you tune the bike?
The handling setup changes when it comes to long circuits, like very fast circuits. And moreover, here we are using MRF tires, whereas in Asia it's Dunlops. The suspension setup changes drastically because the compound is completely different.
But these suspensions are also made by these Olin custom-made suspensions for TVS?
We are in very good relationship with Olins, and we have developed together. And if you see here, we have 4 bikes this weekend, and 4 bikes are running different setup. It depends on their riding style.
Oh. Also, when it comes to the riding stance, I can see some differences here. Like this triple clamp used looks different to me.
Billeted triple clamp. As per the regulations, we are allowed to use billeted triple clamp, and it's slightly different from what is running in stock. Moreover, it's lighter than what is in stock because it's a racing use, and we are not considering long durability runs. So it goes under inspection regularly, and we make sure the part is okay.
Also, one thing which I can see in this bike, which I cannot see in any other racing bikes here, is the instrument cluster. Like, what's the specialty of that having here?
So it's basically a data acquisition system what we have to understand the rider's feedback and work accordingly. Because rider is giving some feedback, but when you have data, you can correlate easily and understand more about the bike, and it's much easier to refine the bike.
Yes, it is. The braking and the drivetrain part. So what have you changed there? In the sprocket, the swing arm and the braking?
It's running an aluminum sprocket, and we have a floating disc at the front. It's again an Indian component front disc, and we are using our OEM Vibri calipers, and the master cylinders are from RTR 200 series.
From the RTR 200 series?
So this track, they need more progressive. It's not like, they don't want like very locking kind of brake, so they want a progressive feel. RTR 200 gives much more progressive feel for track use, like something similar for this track. It's again rider oriented.
Okay.
Few riders like very sharp. Few riders like very progressive.
Progressive, yes.
So since they were asking for a progressive brake feel, we had to go for RTR, or else we'll be using RR 310s.
Our viewers are very excited to know about the top speed of this bike. So what is the top speed of this bike?
So in Kari, it's over 170 kph, what we have achieved today.
And Kari is a 2-kilometer track in which you don't have even 1 kilometer as a straight run. And on that much stretch, it can go up to 170 plus.
Yes.
That's really awesome. But what's more awesome, this guy has built a bike which can go 200 kmph plus.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal achievement for the team.
Yes.
And we are now looking forward to break our record again in the next round of Asian Road Racing Championship, and the development always continues and we never stop.
You never stop, and that's the spirit I am always looking forward to. Like whatever happens, there were different sorts of many levels of crashes, and still you can see people with all the bandages and still they're racing on this thing because they are here to race, and so is this bike. I cannot drive, but yeah, can you just let me hear the sound for once?
तो आप लोग अब खुद देख सकते हैं कि ये बाइक कितनी खूबसूरत है और उससे ज़्यादा खूबसूरत है इसकी आवाज़. So ये तो बनता था यार. I have also heard about the throttle of this bike being very reactive as compared to the stock bikes.
Yes.
Like what's that about?
It's just how we set the maps for the riders, and we should understand the character of the riders, how they blip the throttle. So based on that, we adjust the map.
Cool, that's really good. Also, for the OMC, are the regulations same or they differ a bit?
No, see, when it comes to one make championship, it's open, but we have to consider durability because it has to run 1 year without any service requirement. So just oil change, it has to run.
That's very realistic. Like that's how bikes run in real world also.
Yeah, 10,000 kilometers in racetrack is something around 2 lakh kilometers in
real world. Yeah,
we have that calculation in us. It's running fine. It's very durable engine, and we never open it, and one of the best engines. Thank you.
It has been an honor and a pleasure, man.
Thanks for coming for IMRC. We are looking forward.
I'll be looking forward to your next fastest record.
Sure.
तो अब बाइक के बारे में तो मैंने आपको बहुत कुछ एक्सप्लेन कर लिया, लेकिन बाइक कभी भी स्पेक शीट पे नहीं, ग्राउंड जीरो पे चलाई जाती है. सो इट्स टाइम टू कैच द बाइक इन एक्शन, और इसीलिए हम आज आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं TVS की नेशनल रेसिंग चैंपियनशिप, जहां पेट्रोनस TVS रेसिंग टीम कंपीट करेगी इंडिया के सारे रिनाउंड ब्रांड्स के साथ फॉर द प्रो स्टॉक 301 to 400 सीसी कैटेगरी. और यहाँ पे TVS लाई है अपनी एकदम फ्लैगशिप वाली मोटरसाइकिल, which is the RR 310 in the pro stock modified variant. तो मजा बहुत आने वाला है. Let's catch the bikes in action.
All the best for the race, man. How are you feeling?
Have some more pain here, but I hope I can do it.
Yeah, from yesterday's injury, but you are recovering good and you are excited for the race today, right?
I will do my best.
Okay, do your best, man. Cheers. I'll see you at the pit. Take care, man. All the best.
तो मेरे पीछे यहाँ पर है सारे रेसर्स गेटिंग रेडी फॉर द रेस, और हम जा रहे हैं मीडिया सेंटर में, जहाँ से हम आपको लाइव कवरेज दिखाएंगे फ्रॉम बर्ड्स आई व्यू. तो ये INMRC की नेशनल चैंपियनशिप चल रही है, जहाँ पे TVS के साथ compete कर रहे हैं हमारे और आपके और दो फेवरेट बाइक्स, जिसमें से एक है KTM की RC 390 और दूसरी है यामाहा की R3. तो अब इस कैटेगरी के अंदर RC 390 डेफिनेटली अपने डिस्प्लेसमेंट की वजह से एक काफ़ी बड़ा और सबसे स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट राइवल हो जाता है TVS Apache RR 310 के लिए. तो अब ये देखना काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग होगा कि इतने सारे मॉडिफिकेशंस के साथ Apache कहाँ स्टैंड करती है एज कम्पेयर टू द बीस्ट. अभी तक 5 लैप्स हो चुके हैं. रजनी कृष्णन इज अहेड ऑफ द कर्व लिटरली. वो अपनी R3 के साथ सबसे आगे चल रहे हैं, बट लेट मी टेल यू इज द राइडर ऑफ द बाइक. और सेकंड प्लेस के लिए घमासान चल रहा है KTM RC 390 पर राहिल शेट्टी, और उनके साथ दो TVS बाइक्स पर, एक जिस पे KY अहमद हैं और दूसरे पे हैं वोरापोंग. सो लेट्स सी वेयर दिस गोज. अब हमारे मोटरसाइकिलिंग कल्चर के अंदर ये माना जाता है कि देयर इज नो रिप्लेसमेंट फॉर डिस्प्लेसमेंट, लेकिन इस बात को गलत प्रूव करते हुए आज की रेस खत्म होते ही सबसे आगे रजनी सर टुक द पोल विद हिज R3. बट फॉर द सेकंड प्लेस इट्स डैम एक्साइटिंग कि KTM की मॉन्स्टर्स 390 सीसी वाली RC को बीट किया है प्रो स्टॉक RR 310 ने, जिसे ड्राइव कर रहे थे KY अहमद. एंड ऑल्सो द फोर्थ प्लेस गोज टू आवर ओन वोरापोंग. सो हियर आर द विनर्स.
I'm little older, but at least I'm fighting with youngsters. I'm happy with riding with the youngsters like Aisa and my age of 15.
So like all good things in life, this evening should too come to an end, unfortunately. लेकिन what's fortunate कि हमने बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा किया यहाँ पर. हम हैं कारी मोटर स्पीडवे पर, और ये 2 दिन का हमारा पूरा वीकेंड था, जहाँ पे हमने पेट्रोनस TVS रेसिंग टीम के साथ पूरी टीम से मिले, आपको भी मिलवाया, आपको रेसेस दिखाई, और इवन जो रेस पैक वाली बाइक्स थी उनका भी रिव्यू किया. एंड हमें भी काफ़ी कुछ जानने को मिला. एंड वी टोटली होप, मैं पर्सनली आई होप कि आप लोगों को भी उतना ही जानने को मिला होगा, आपको भी उतना ही मज़ा आया होगा हमारे इन वीडियो सीरीज़ के अंदर, जितना हमें खुद यहाँ पर रहकर एक्सपीरियंस करके आ रहा है. इस जगह की एक खासियत है कि यहाँ पर रहते रहते आपको इन आवाज़ों से प्यार हो जाता है और फिर जाने का मन ही नहीं करता. बट हाँ, कमिंग बैक टू द वीडियो, ये थी इंडिया की फास्टेस्ट अपाचे. इवन एशिया की फास्टेस्ट अपाचे के बारे में भी हमने आपको बता दिया, विच कैन गो मोर देन 200 किलोमीटर्स एन आवर. ये ट्रैक बनाया गया था कुछ 2 या 4 दिन पहले सेपांग इंटरनेशनल सर्किट पर, जो कि है मलेशिया में, और पेट्रोनस TVS रेसिंग टीम ने ही ये रिकॉर्ड बनाया था. सो पेट्रोनस TVS रेसिंग का ये पहला इवेंट था जहाँ से हम लाइव आपके लिए सारी चीज़ें लेकर आए. आई होप यू एंजॉयड. दिस इज़ अमन, यू आर वॉचिंग रोलिंग पिस्टन्स. हम ऐसा ही और ज़्यादा ऑसम कंटेंट आपके लिए लेकर आते रहेंगे. तो अगर आपको हमारी ये प्रेजेंटेशन और हमारे वीडियोस पसंद आए हो, देन प्लीज़ डू लाइक, शेयर, कमेंट एंड सब्सक्राइब. मैं मिलता हूँ आपसे अगले वीडियो के लिए. तब तक के लिए स्टे सेफ. बाय.